morning, everybody. Rick and Deb here. We are just outside of Sapulpa, Oklahoma, at the heart of Route 66 Auto Museum. We were here about 3 years ago, but we're just trying to have a little bit of fun today. Go back through this really cool museum. It is about 11 o'clock. It is around 37 degrees. A little chilly, but a beautiful day other than that. So, if you're not doing anything on this chilly but pretty Saturday morning, come along and join us. Let's go look at these old cars. We're going to do a tour of the outside first, and then we'll go inside. Just hang on. We'll be there in a minute. Okay, we'll get started. Right on the very front of the building, we got these car fronts here. This one here is a Pontiac. I'm not sure what that one is. And of course, this is the Ford here. Okay, we're going to go look at this giant gas pump down here. This gas pump is 66 feet tall, of course, representing Route 66. And here's the sign, the heart of Route 66 Auto Museum. Okay, this is a Dodge, front of a Dodge, and this is a Plymouth. Okay, let's go down and look at this giant gasoline pump. We got some cars down here. I'm not sure what they're doing. I don't know if it's like a miniature car show. They're taking pictures of their vehicles. I don't know. Don't know what they're doing. Looks like they're all Mustangs. To your right, of course that's not a Mustang, but these are all Mustangs down here. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're doing. Okay, now here is this giant gas pump. And like I said earlier, this is 66 feet tall. Let's see if we get up here a little bit closer. Huh. That is really cool. Of course, that's all the closer you can get. There's a plaque, but you're not allowed in there. It's all gated up. Okay, let's go back down here a little bit. Now you can see that sign a little bit better. That top of the pump, heart of Route 66 Auto Museum. Okay, well, we made it inside, got our admission paid. I thought I'd just show you some of the really cool gifts they have. These are candles here. And of course they have all different kinds of cars. Race cars, they've got, I think these are card holders here. Wooden Route 66 sign. And I really like these. Coasters. Mm-hmm. I've got one of these at home. Oh, I like that little, I like that. That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Magnets. Pinball machine. I'm gonna have to get me one of these maybe before we leave. All caps. Yeah, pretty cool ball caps, and they got t-shirts, just all kinds of stuff. Oh, I didn't see these. Hmm. And these are all $20. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think we're ready to get started in the museum. Here's a miniature of the 66-foot tall one out in their yard, their grounds, their property. Yep. Do not touch. I don't blame them. I look at the water bag on the front. This is a 1931 Model A Ford. And it's pickup, actually. Really pretty. Here's some theater seats, it looks like. Here's the four-door. Looks like a convertible? Possibly. Oh, look at that engine. That is really a nice engine. Big engine. That's a 1922 Packard. And those wheels are very large. Look at these. I don't know what this is in the middle of this wheel. It just says Packard Motor Company, Detroit, Michigan. Firestone tires. It's bigger than what it looks. Here's the inside. Look like leather seats. We're going to do the whole tour here. Show you all the way around. The wife is my photographer today. She always does a really good job. We have a Cucamonga gas station. I think it's here in Sapulpa. We may try to find it here after a while. Here's a 1970 Barracuda. And in the corner, this is 1965 Chevy Impala. Well, let's see if I can show you the wheels on this. Are those pretty? Look at that engine. I don't think that's a standard engine. Somebody's put in another engine in it. It's still very nice. Very nice. Look at that on the inside. Oh yeah, they've completely redone the interior. Wow. Really pretty though. And here's his Barracuda. I like that interior. It's really nice, really sharp. Really nice interior. We're just going to take these one by one. Here's a 1955 Chevrolet. Isn't that beautiful? This is a Nomad. Chevrolet Nomad. There's a old drive-in stand like you would have seen back in the day with a hot dog and a Coke and a popcorn sitting there. Well, it looks real too. And there's the little deal that you would have got your menu and pushed the button and got your order. Much like they have today, just those are a simpler version. Here's a 1971 Pontiac GTO. These are pretty close together, so I've got to just kind of give you a side angle. That's the Oklahoma National Guard emblem there on the floor, Thunderbirds. And I think this used to be an armory maybe back in the day, because that would have been what they would have had on their floor. Here's a 1956 Ford Fairlane Town Sedan. Here's a 1946 Lincoln. Look at the chrome on this car. Oh my goodness. It'll take you all day just to do the chrome. That is very beautiful. That is beautiful. And it's got the amber fog lights. Look at this hood ornament. Oh, it's convertible. It's got the fender skirts in the back there. Oh, let me see. It's Lincoln is the luxury car of the Ford Motor Company, headquartered in Dearborn, Michigan. Wow. I think we were here about 3 years ago, but it's just a real nice day, and we just thought we'd get out and just mess around a little bit today. Look at this car. It's a block long. Look at this. It's a 1968 Chrysler 300 convertible. Look at the front end of that. That is just beautiful. Look at that. I'm having a hard time getting it all in my little camera here. Just absolutely beautiful. Here's a 1955 Thunderbird Roadster, and again, it's a convertible. I think I remember this one. This is a 1934 Ford. I love that blue. That is beautiful. Maybe we get up here and kind of take a peek at the engine. It's got the V8 engine in it. They've actually got it up off the floor. They've got it elevated, probably jacks. They've got jacks underneath each tire, and they've got it elevated off the floor. Here's a 1997 GM EV1 electric car. I am not real familiar with this at all. In fact, I've never heard of it, actually. Here's an article in the Sapulpa Times. New EV1 electric vehicle on loan to Heart of Route 66 Auto Museum. That's different. Well, it's little. Two-door. We can actually kind of walk around this a little bit. I mean, there's just a tiny bit of room in the back seat. That's not even the back seat. That'd just be like for little storage or something area. Looks like it's got a numbered security system, maybe to lock and unlock. Let's go back around, see if we can take a back end. Yeah. And they've got all kinds of signs. We're going to take a closer look at those here in just a little bit. Here's a parking meter. Police regulation limit 2 hours. Oh, it's expired. Here's a Shell gas pump. And it's actually got a clock in the middle of it. I've never... Is that... Okay. 18 cents per gallon. Boy, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Different cans of motor oil. There's a whole plethora of motor oils, and there's what you took off that wrench that you would use to take off the oil filters with. I've used those before. Pennzoil, Phillips 66, STP oil treatment, just a whole variety of oils. Okay, uh-oh. Okay, well, let's make our way around here. This is a Lincoln Continental convertible. Boy, talk about roomy. Look at that leg room. My goodness. I've actually rode in one of these, not this particular one, but had a friend of mine that had an old Lincoln Continental, and that was the smoothest riding car. This is a 1966 Lincoln Continental. Boy, look at the engine on this thing. It's huge. And it says it has the Kicker music machines. Those are extremely loud sound systems. There's no placard on it, so I'm not sure what exactly. The hood's up, I could tell you. Okay. And of course, this is a 1969 Ford Talladega. This would have been the sports car back in the day. Really nice. And here is this is a 1957 Ford retractable convertible. See the back end lifts up, and then the top part, it slides and folds back in, and then the top part folds down on top of that. I've seen these work at car shows. They're really pretty slick. It just tucks the top of the car away in the back compartment. It's pretty neat. 1957. Oh, here's one of my favorites. This is a 1957 Chevy. Two-door hardtop. What's a two-door? I'm sorry, convertible. Yeah, convertible. Ragtop. I'll get right here in a minute. And there again, there's a drive-in movie speaker right there. And this is a 1931 Oldsmobile Sport Cabriolet. This is a very large vehicle. They've got a spare tire on each side. This is a very large vehicle. The wheels actually have the wooden spokes. And there's the engine. I like the way they've got the rear view mirror mounted on the spare tire. Of course, here's where an extra passenger. They've even got the old-timey hats. Of course, got the luggage rack. I'm going to take you around and show you some of the signs. Kind of walk back around again. There's the Firestone. Battery, spark plugs, tires, brake lining, and accessories. Goodyear service station. I didn't know they had service stations. Here's a Quaker State motor oil. And there's a Mobil Oil. Shell, Valvoline down there. Conoco. City Service, Skelly. Phillips 66 up there, and then on this side, Mercedes-Benz, Phillips 66, Hudson Terraplane, Magnolia Petroleum Company, Studebaker Authorized Service sign. Authorized Buick service. It says, ask for a Quaker State. Fabulous 50s. I think there's another room back here we're going to go check out here in a minute. Sapulpa isn't too far from Tulsa. And it was like, for both of us, it was like $13 with tax. Now let's go see what's back here. Oh, wow. Oh, nice. This is a 1967 and a half XKE Jaguar. Very nice. Wow, I love those. Look at those wire spoke wheels. Really nice. Old jukebox. And this, of course, is a Corvette. Boy, it is beautiful. We go around here to the Yep, that's definitely a Corvette. (1965) Corvette. Here's some signs. Speed limit 50, stop, yield. And I guess you could go out here and get a close-up, but there's no, it says exit only, no rear entry. I think we'll just stay where we're at. Oh, that is one beautiful car. It's a Porsche, or Porsche, however you prefer. That's what this vehicle is. Very, very nice. I think Porsche is the official name, but some people just call it Porsche. Oh. Wait a minute now, I may stand corrected. This says Aston Martin Vantage. Okay, I thought this was a Porsche. Okay, my bad. Okay. No, that's not. Okay, any rate. 1966 Ford Mustang convertible, 1996. I like that bright orange. This car back here in the corner is a 1955 Jaguar XK140-MC. I'm not going to try to, well, maybe I will try to just squeeze back here just real quick. Let's look at this interior. Be really careful. It's really pretty interior, and I bet that's real leather too. And there's the inside of the Mustang. signs. See, that's what I was seeing that up there, and I just figured that's what this was when I saw this. But evidently it's not. It's one beautiful car. They're all beautiful. Okay, well let's go back in here now. My wife is still taking pictures. We just kind of walk real slow by these again. I just love the older models, the big Chryslers and Lincolns. And of course, the 1946 Lincoln. Pontiac GTO. We're going to be going to an old bridge here in just a few minutes. The old Rock Creek Bridge here in Sapulpa. And I had heard that they completely renovated the old drive-in this right beside, just not too far down the road from the bridge. We're going to go find out in a minute, see if that's true. Okay, we found another room full of cars. I've got some cars similar to this in my collection. This is a gray marine engine, 2-cylinder, 1911. A pretty good size engine. Oh, look at that old cash register. This thing is huge. Wow, and it's got what you would ring up: labor, gasoline, oil and grease, tires, storage, fertilizer, Lincoln, Ford. Okay, that's different. And there's your paper for your receipt. If I can work my way. And here's some little replicas. Stewart tire pump. This was a magneto tester. This was a LT5 manufacturing engineer. A Ford short block. V8 32 valve. Ford Motor Company. A 4.6 liter Cobra engine. That's what that is. Looks like a little purse. The owner manuals for a 56 Ford. Certificates. Stamp books. Blue chip savings books. And there's little gas pumps. But Ford trucks lead the field. There's Ford's, America's favorite V8. Here's quite the display case. We'll show you these. Here's a Ford Thunderbird, a 56 telephone. That's cool. And here's some hood ornaments from various cars. This is from a 1948 Pontiac hood ornament. That thing's huge. Oh look, they got all kind of hood ornaments. Hood ornament on loan from the personal collection of Dr. Ken Tristanina, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Some of these I am not very familiar with. Very large. These things are huge. Here's a horns. A pig with wings. Wow. There's a jaguar. Bulldog, an Indian. An eagle. Just all kinds. And here's some more of these Chevy. I got one similar to that one. And I've got one very, very similar to that one. (1957) Chrysler, Texaco. I mean, there's just all kinds of collectibles. I'd love to have these. There's a Chevrolet 1957 Bel Air, Ford pickup. Edsel. I've got an Edsel. I sure do. That's a Studebaker. Chrysler 300. I think I've got a Chrysler 300. Yep. I have a small collection. It's not anything like this. Here's a 1958 BMW Isetta. And it is tiny. BMW. Okay. Let's just kind of walk around here a little bit. There's a, it says Captain Patrol. I think that's Schreiner's cap. Yeah, that's real different. I have seen these before though. They're just a tiny little car. Now this is really different. Look at this thing. Has like a bubble top on it. This is a 1958 Messerschmitt. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not. But this is really different. There's a steering wheel. And the seats, look how low that sits, and it's so tiny. I don't think I could get in there very easily. Yeah, that's different. Let's go over here and look at this one. This is the Amphicar, 1967 Amphicar. These are drivable in the water and the road. Amphicar. They have something similar to this in Branson. You can ride or you don't get to drive them, but you get to ride in them. And take you out on Table Rock Lake. But yeah. Oh, there's some popcorn sitting there. Drive-in refreshments. This tells about the Amphicar. There's the info. It looks like they have a CB radio on there. Yeah, very different. And here's a 1947 MG. I gotta really watch where I'm walking here. 1947 MG. If I can walk around here a little bit. Let you see the inside. Steering wheel's on the right hand side. Well, that would be confusing, I would think. Here's, I think this is a Corvair. It's got the engine in the back. Really clean little engine. Mm-hmm. I work my way over here. 1962 Corvair, Monza Spider Coupe. And more. Oh, look at this. This is really cool. That's pretty good size. Toyland Oil, Coca-Cola truck. Oh, now look at this camper here. Well, that's pretty good size. Here's a Phillips 66 oil truck. There's Thunderbird. Thunderbirds. Wow, that's a car hauler. It's kind of cramped quarters here. That's cool though. I like that. Yeah, that's what that is. That's a transporter. Yeah. There's a ashtray, matchbox, water pouch. Hmm. All kinds of artifacts. Really, really cool. Kind of just show you around here. You know, the quick glance. That's kind of a cute little car, but boy, they're little. BMW started out making airplanes And the emblem, this was the sky and this was a propeller. The white was a propeller, the blue was the sky. And that's a true story about BMW. Of course, they went out to make luxury sport cars and all of that. Okay, well, let's... The military. At least part of this is military. Airborne. U.S. Navy. That's Marines there, I think. Airborne. No, that's Army. That's Army. Yeah. I wore it. This is what my, kind of what my, but I didn't have all the stripes and all the, this is a Master Sergeant, or a Sergeant Major, I'm sorry. Sergeant Major, because it's got the diamond in the middle. That's Sergeant Major, and then there's the years of service stripes. The Command Sergeant Major has, I think it's got like a leaf or something over the top. You got a Command Sergeant Major, then you got Sergeant Majors. That's what this is, Sergeant Major. Of course, there's the Thunderbird insignia. Army Jeep. Well, they got those are M60s. They're on the top. I fired M60s. I drove Jeeps, not like this. Similar to this. Very, very, very similar to this. There's a rack for your weapons. Your radio is right back here. Chain of ammo. Let's kind of walk around this a little bit. Oh yeah. Willie's truck is what they're officially called. I just call them Jeeps, but they're... This is a 63 Ford Jeep. That's what this is. And of course, there's the two M60s. And I actually operated one of those right there. I was a radio operator for a while. Just for a while. Here's another one. This has got a big... This up here is a 50 cal. And I've actually fired one of those. They are very... they're very, 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 very powerful. Very heavy. I fired these in the prone position, setting position. There's things of that nature. I've never had one mounted in a Jeep because we weren't... I was mechanized infantry. Oh yeah. I've driven Jeeps like this all over Minnesota, Wisconsin, Kansas, just all over everywhere. They're fun to drive, but they can be dangerous. They'll flip real easily if you're not real careful. Now, so here's a backpack radio, and I actually carried one just like this one and operated it. I was a RTO for a company commander. Yep, that brings back some memories, I'll tell you. Well, check this out. Look at that. That is beautiful on the inside. It's strictly, looks like it's mainly for racing. Boy, that's probably one powerful vehicle. Well, of course it is. It's a Maserati. That's why. Gosh, I don't know how fast these things go. Probably 200 miles an hour, maybe. Special built Maserati. Oh. Yep. Here's a Honda motorcycle. I think these are the ones that are really built for speed. These are not like common, like a road bike. These are just made for speed. A 1998 Honda Interceptor VFR 800. And this is a GM LT5 engine. Look at the size of that engine. It's huge. And I'm not real sure. There's no plaque on this one. Kind of get you a look at the inside here. Oh, steering wheel's on the right hand side again. Okay. We have a whole array of engines over here. We'll take a look at those in just a minute. This Honda jacket would be for your Honda, of course. Win a free racing jacket. Okay. Let's go look at some of these engines. Ford V860. This is 1972 Jaguar V12. That's a large engine. This is a Ford F460. Wow. And here's a 1905 Cadillac. Boy, those big tires. Brass headlamps. Ford diagnosis test set. That thing is huge. Oh, this is a precision testing. Okay. It says Champion Spark Plug Service. Looks like a workbench. Distributor stroboscope. Okay. I'll take their word for it. This is a 1944 Schwinn Whizzer bicycle with a 1934 PAL car sidecar. It's not very big though. That is not really big. Be like maybe for a child maybe. It's not very big. Okay. I think we've seen all of this. Let's go down here and I think we've maybe seen all of this. Yeah, we've been in there. This place got really busy really quick.
I know, I thought you'd like
We were the only ones here and it filled up really quick. I don't know if this is a special group or what.
I didn't even do anything.
Me, I like to buy the barrel.
Wow. Okay. Well, I think we're pretty well done here. We're going to go try and find that Rock Creek Bridge here in a minute. So, we will be back shortly. Hopefully, anyway. So, we will be back here in just a minute. Okay, we made it to the Rock Creek Bridge. This is literally like 5 minutes from the heart of the Route 66 Car Museum. There's the current bridge, of course. And we're just going to walk across this magnificent old bridge. It's got 8-foot clearance on it. And we're going to get some history here. Historic Bridge number 18, Rock Creek Bridge. This bridge was built in 1921 to serve the Ozark Trail. It became part of the U.S. Highway 66 in 1926 when the Chicago to Los Angeles route was initiated. The bridge served motorists traveling on US 66 until a new highway was built to the south in 1952. The marker was erected in 2004. Okay, of course, they're talking about that current. And it's a one-lane bridge. The weight limit is 4 tons. Well, that's really pretty down in there. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up or not. Rock Creek. I love doing these old bridges, getting them documented, because a lot of these are being torn down. There's a drive-in theater up the road here, and we're going to go take a look at that here in just a minute. Somebody's put some artificial flowers there for some reason. There's a railroad bridge over there. And here is, looks like it's been there a very long time. Oh, and there's a VFW right over here. I think I remember that, but I think this is as far as we're going to go. We got a big old army tank sitting down there. But I think we're just here for the bridge, and then we're going to go take a look at the drive-in. I was heard on Facebook that they had completely renovated the drive-in. They cleared out all the weeds and all the grass. They got everything all cleared out, made a drive-in, an actual drive-in again. So we're going to go down and see. Boy, it is cold this morning. I probably should have a coat on. We're going to walk back across it now. Rock Creek Bridge. I think we passed right by this. Didn't realize it at the time, but we did. We passed. We drove right past it. Just kind of do a 360 here. Well, part of one anyway. Oh, here comes some of them on a motorbike. Of course. Yeah, I had heard they're getting ready to tear this down. I sure hope not. Boy, that is one loud bike. Man, whoo-wee. All right. Okay, well. Okay, we're driving across the old bridge here. The wife's doing the filming, and I'm doing the driving, of course. We're going to go down and look at this drive-in just real quick, and then I think we're going to go find a place to eat here in Sapulpa. Let's go down there and check out this. Okay, last time we were here, this was all overgrown with tall grass and all kinds of stuff, and they completely renovated it. They did. It's like a brand new drive-in. That is really cool. See, all of that was just, see, they've got a playground area. They've got a not paved, but a road down through there to get to the drive-in. Really cool. It goes on for quite a ways, but I just wanted you to see that they had, in fact, renovated this very old drive-in. That is really cool. I'm glad to see they did that instead of just tearing it down. Well, guys, I tell you what, I think we're going to call it a day. We did what we wanted to do here in Sapulpa. Hope you have a nice weekend. Have a nice Saturday. Hope it's halfway warm where you're at. It's sure not here at all. But like I said, I'm glad you joined us. Hope you had a good time. And like I always say, we will see you on the next video. So goodbye for now.